President-elect Biden to be
America! Woo! America! Woohoo! Yeah! Go back into hiding, you racist fucks! I love it. I love it. What it do, what it is. It's your boy, Schefter, a.k.a. Drunk Wizard, a.k.a. Mr. Know-It-All, a.k.a. your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber.
Live at 10:39 in the morning.
Yeah, right. You know it's a big day when Ernie's up before 10. What's up, Greg? You know I had to be live for this shit, man. I literally don't give a fuck if I just talk to myself. This shit is huge, man. It's huge. I've already cried at least twice today. I plan on crying a couple more times. And I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm going to cry all the tears there are.
My liberal snowflake tears are coming today.
Yeah, bring it on, my liberal tears. I'm such a flake of snow. It's white and it's cold and I'm a flake.
You're happy.
Honorable Charles Schumer, and this is Irish White Charles Schumer. And President
Yeah, if you didn't think I was going live for like the biggest day of my life in 37 years, you fucking lost your mind. I hope everyone's having a good and safe day. Be careful out there, guys. The inauguration won't start till about 12:15-ish. But I figured, fuck it, might as well get a jump on it. Ah, man, happy Biden Day, Cody. Happy Biden Day.
States and also for the world. The world saw America.
What's up, Joey? Joey, yo, bro, I woke up like my body was set like some kind of natural Happy Biden Day alarm clock. I was up at 9:45. I agree. 2020, great day in America. Oh, Aaron, that's pretty cool. Oh, he's on a plane somewhere. He's on a boat, and he's out on a boat wearing flippy floppies and his drippy droppy. He's on a boat, man. Who cares what that motherfucker's doing? He's irrelevant now. I mean, he's ditto. He's always been irrelevant, but
nah. Actually, I'd love to see him in jail.
This is the process that we are experiencing.
Yeah, I think I would take. I don't know. Would you take jail over death for him?
I would take I would take jail.
So he'd have to be like stuck in a cell every day.
He'll kill himself there, so I get both.
Ah, true, yeah.
I've never.
Yeah, definitely 2020.
A president in my entire life.
Yeah, me either.
To me, he's not a fucking human.
No, he's a fucking scumbag. He's such a fucking scumbag. Donald J. Trump is the biggest piece of shit ever. I hope he fucking dies and his plane crashes and then he survives but goes to jail.
Alright, Ernie, you're gonna get your fucking channel taken down. The Secret Service is still probably so fall back a little.
Alright, if you guys haven't yet, don't forget to drop a like. I'm just really happy. I've also already cried. What's up, Joey? I've also already cried at least 2 times today. Be prepared for me to cry at least 3 more times.
The Black Capitol officer who led the insurrectionists away from the chamber is going to be escorting Congress today. So
it's all such a big deal.
It's a lot of feels.
It's a lot of feels. Grab him right by the pussy. You just grab him. You just walk up to him and you grab him right by the pussy. We're famous. It's okay. I know, Stan. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Hey, I got a motherfucking president. Yeah, and he's not fucking racist because his door's open, baby. Kitten fucking agrees.
Escorted to the inauguration ceremony by Capitol Police Officer Eugene Goodman, who you might recall from his heroism 2 weeks ago. He led a group of the insurrectionists away from the Senate. He kind of served as a decoy.
And in that moment, none of us knew exactly what he was doing.
was
when
before
I
the
started to
US
see
Senate.
some of the
Some
explanations
some
going
other
around, like in the days
rioters,
after, a lot of people were like,
terrorists
"Thank you for talking
to
about
the
this,"
Senate, but
because
in that
I thought he
initial
was running
assault,
away from it.
he got
I did
away.
too.
Since then, Capitol Police Officer Eugene Goodman.
So I'm happy for him. Like, Eugene Goodman already got a promotion. So thank you, sir, for your service. Yeah, Kamala Harris she's a sweet cup of tea, man. She's a sweet cup of tea. If she didn't have a husband already, she could get it. She's a sweet cup of tea. Oh, Dan Quayle's in the building. Yo, every president is invited except Trump.
Technically, he was invited.
I mean,
He just didn't RSVP.
yeah, he was and he wasn't. He was. I was invited, but I wasn't at the same time. It's because I'm fucking racist and I've killed almost 400,000 people.
Because he lost, Ernie.
Oh, big fucking baby. Big fucking baby.
But also that was the last.
Yo, Jay is really happy. Yo, B, you know you're excited about Biden. Yo, this nigga go get in here and chase some shit. He's gonna sign 17 pieces of paper in one day. That's a lot of paper. That's like half a tree.
I get the bar is so low, but I'm still feeling pressure.
Yeah, right. He's just basically fixing everything fucking dumbass Trump fucked up. And he's doing it in one day.
And honestly, now that we've seen how Congress and like how everybody's pushed through Amy Coney Barrett and her fucking anti-woman ass, there's zero reason why shit can't happen quicker. Like, we all know that.
Oh, yeah.
Vice President of the United States, Mike Pence and Karen Pence, they will be introduced.
Hey, what's up, Lacey's Twitter boyfriend? Yeah. Hey, Sean, man, we out here celebrating, bro. We got a lot to be happy about. Yo, what's up, Elijah? What's good, man? Hey, Sean, we got a lot to be happy about today. He's really happy that Trump's not president anymore.
Well, he's so happy he threw both my shit last night, so.
He was getting ready.
Of the Trump administration. Those debates will begin perhaps even before the sun sets.
Yo, what's up, Crazy? Appreciate you popping in. Crazy, I've already cried twice today. I plan on crying at least 2 or 3 more times. Real man cry, fellas. Real man cry. It's a manifestation of your feelings. Sometimes you gotta let that shit out. Oh, it's the Clintons! Hillary in purple!
Is she in purple?
Yep.
I knew it.
You called
I
it.
told you she was purple. No, what we're waiting on is Michelle.
Yeah.
We knew Hillary was in purple.
In American history.
I have to tell you, Wolf, when the inauguration was being
Oh, the Clintons.
asked to reach out
Oh, I love the
to
Clintons.
President Clinton and former President Bush.
Anytime a man can stick a cigar in a woman's vagina and his wife not get...
You've only seen George. Have you seen Laura?
Yeah.
They were really excited
I think she's wearing green.
to come and to be here. And I think it should also be noted that President
Yo, what's up, Reverb?
was
Hey, man, look. I told myself I didn't care if anyone was in here.
Joe Biden.
I told myself I didn't care if anyone was going to be here. Like, this is the biggest day in my 37 years of living. Like, the single biggest day. Because now the racists have to go back into hiding. Now the country can stop fucking laughing at us. Now we can go back to acknowledging. Yeah, them too. The country was laughing at us as well.
Our own country?
Yes.
Oh, well, I think our own country was angry, not laughing.
Now if you ask Billy Bob and Tommy Joe, Trans Park, baby.
I know, Fluffy Tail, I gotta walk you.
Oh, bro, minimum wage is going up. Please believe that. Minimum wage is going up.
Minimum wage should have gone up.
Bro, minimum wage has been at like $7.25 or 8.
10+ years.
Yeah, like.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 42nd President of the United States, the Honorable William J. President and the Honorable Hillary Rodham
President Clinton.
That's my quarterback. I love me some Bill Clinton, man. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm gonna. Hopefully, because I'm on live, I won't cry as much.
I love how she's like, her walk is so power walk.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, you out the office now, nigga.
You would think that she was the president and not Bill.
And there's former President George.
Yeah, bro, we're definitely getting
This is an exciting moment for those of us that-
we're definitely getting a higher minimum wage. Expect multiple checks within the first 6 months of his presidency. He's gonna bail us out as much of this shit as he can. Look, man, Biden's not the answer, right? No one man is the answer. We all have to do better. But it's a fucking start. Like someone that actually acknowledges COVID is real. I'll take it.
And all of the people that have died.
Like, guys, you gotta understand, the bar is set so low right now. What I just had to go through the last 4 years? Nah, fuck that shit.
Even after the campaign against Donald Trump, he's here again today in a much better mood.
Another introduction.
Or two, now we're about to
Yeah, Joey, I don't understand it. It's my other quarterback.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 43rd President of the United States, the Honorable George W. Bush and Mrs. Laura Bush.
It would be such an honor to open that door for George, Laura, Obama, the Clintons.
I'm laughing as I'm watching them go
I
down
feel like only that could happen to George Bush. His scarf.
Even though he's a Republican, former President Bush did not vote for Donald Trump in 2016. He left it blank.
Yeah, Crazy, you're still in the lead. Thank you, Crazy.
Did not vote.
Hey, motherfucker, thank you, Crazy.
But it's what a difference 4 years make.
Shine for the stream.
At the last inauguration, President Bush was famously quoted after hearing Donald Trump's inauguration speech, the carnage speech, as saying, that was some weird essay to be filling the rest.
That was some weird shit. You know shit's crazy when Bush is out.
I forgot about that.
I did too. Anytime George Bush has to say, that's some weird shit.
Shit. I feel like that is literally like the slogan of Trump's presidency. That was some weird shit.
It should be.
They've got a real specific agenda. Listen.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's catching crazy.
Look at him.
Oh, yeah, stream later. I know. Even he's happy. He's getting a new cat president.
The new cat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 44th President of the United States, the Honorable Barack H. Obama and Mrs. Michelle Obama.
Oh, there's our president that was born in the United States, you dumb fucks. Yeah.
Absolutely. 4 years ago, Donald Trump ran against Barack Obama and won the presidency. In some ways, Donald Trump's election was a repudiation.
All right, Crazy, appreciate it. Yeah, guys, if you haven't yet, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your baby mamas, tell your Democrat friends. Don't tell your Republican friends; they won't like me.
In different ways than President Obama, but
Unless
this is a
they're
very proud moment.
Yeah.
They're
To be fair, not all Republicans are stupid. Not all one thing is bad.
If you're not a party loyalist.
Yeah, and me and Lacey aren't party loyalists.
Yeah.
If anything, we're really like in the middle. We just slightly lean Democrat,
After Trump, there's no in the middle.
Over those 8 years of the presidency.
To be fair,
closer and
like
closer. Sometimes
Democrats,
He's out of control.
Democrats are like centrist in the rest of the world.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
So I'm sure Obama, for him, this moment is not just about his happiness for the country, which I'm sure he feels, but also
There's the justice that will swear him in. Supreme Court justice arrives on platform.
I know he has great faith to be the right person at this moment. So this is a moment of great satisfaction for both.
It disgusts me that Amy Coney Barrett's supposed to be there.
There you see the justices of the U.S. Supreme Court, including some of the justices appointed, nominated by soon-to-be former President Donald Trump, the Chief Justice of the United States, John Roberts, walking in right there as well.
I know.
That gross bitch. Pull your mask up a little, nigga. You trying to kill people. Guys, all right, PSA. If you're gonna wear a mask, have it all the way over your, like, don't just use it to cover your mouth because you don't breathe through your mouth, right? You breathe through your nose. It's this thing right here.
I feel bad because I gotta get up and walk her. But like,
I know.
you see his little paws?
He's so comfortable right now. He's been extra lovey the last couple days. I don't know why, even to me. He came up and just laid on my chest for like 30 minutes last night. Yeah.
Of Kamala Harris walking in as well. All the family members are going to be introduced in the course of this inauguration.
Yes, that's right. It's just a big day in America, Sean. It's a huge fucking day. It's so much America.
And it is a reminder that we're being introduced to a historic vice president, a woman as the vice president of the United States, a woman of color as vice president of the United
Hey,
States.
man, I don't know when I'm going to die. It's probably going to be sooner than most of y'all. But the fact that I get to see today, after the last 4 years, like, the last 4 years have been brutal, man. Like, me and Lacey were talking about this earlier. The last 4 years have aged us all 12 years. Like, it's been rough for us smart people. It's really been rough.
Next to be introduced will be the family of the president-elect, Joe Biden and Jill Biden. They will be introduced, and then they will be followed by the Vice President Mike Pence and Karen Pence.
Literally everyone is there but Trump. He's he's not invited to the party. I love it. I don't want to see his orange fucking face ever again.
Ever.
I hope his plane fucking crashes. But he survives and then goes to jail.
As we watch all of this unfold. Jay.
Thanks, Walt.
I mean, we're all, Greg, every day you wake up, you're getting a day closer to death. That's just what it is.
The president-elect's.
Yeah, and Cheeto was the president, but it's cool. He was big and orange, and he made no fucking sense. Kind of like how Cheetos don't make sense, but they're somehow still delicious.
Look out in this crowd, and you see President George W. Bush, President Barack Obama.
He's not
President
having it.
Clinton, former Vice President Dana Quayle, and
I know,
all
I
of
see
them,
him.
not all, but so many
Oh, Cardinal.
Democrats and Republicans in the House and Senate were reminded that American democracy was able to survive, does persist.
Oh, damn, that nigga picked up a whole peanut and flew off.
For
I hope it was a peanut that had a nut in it.
Anna.
No, it was the actual. It was one Bert didn't get to because Bert's out there crushing them now. All our animal friends have come to see the inauguration. Bert's here. The birds are here. The cardinal is here.
Particularly his granddaughters, who were active on social media. They tried to help to reach out to young.
I hope everyone's having a good and safe Wednesday.
They're also.
I'll be doing 2 other streams. We'll be doing a challenge tonight and then a late night stream. Is it okay if Isaac comes over tonight?
He obviously felt that he was done.
Thank you.
And it was.
Bye, Bert.
After Charlottesville and after the votes.
Bert, you have a new squirrel president.
Donald Trump did that.
Nigga, we made it. Dun, 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 dun.
This is your time. This is your time.
Sorry.
And as they're being introduced formally and coming down those stairs formally.
It's such a. I feel like everyone's soul really needed today. Well, the smart people at least. We all needed today. Like, the last 4 years have been fucking brutal. The China virus, really? It's not real? Really? It'll be gone by Easter 2020? Really? Grab her by the pussy? Really? Let's build a wall? Even though we have the Statue of Liberty, it says, bring me your poor, bring me your tired, bring me your huddled masses. Really? I'm just tired of the hate and the division and the grossness that has happened over the last 4 years. But I'll tell you this.
You just keep a fucking eye on him.
I will do my best. 2020 told us a lot about people. I hope you listened. Because I sure as shit did. 2020 taught me a lot about a lot of people.
For President Trump, they claim logistical difficulties in attending both, and obviously he decided this was more important. Pamela Brown has more for us right now on
and Lil Wayne,
outgoing Vice President and outgoing Second Lady.
Justin, today has to be a sad day for you. I know how much you love being racist and shit.
That Vice President Pence did leave a handwritten note to the incoming Vice President.
Yeah, today has to be a sad day for you, Justin. I know you love Trump and you're racist and shit. So I'm sorry that our country is going to start to get back to normal and not be such a shithole. It's going to be a little less of a shithole. And you know, the older I get, the more I realize I'll take the small things. A little less of a shithole, I can rock with that.
And so he's taken many steps to try to.
Justin, it literally can't be anything worse than the last 4 years. Nothing he can do can be worse than the last 4 years.
Yo, people need to stop drinking like the blind Kool-Aid to what happened.
One thing that Pence wants to accomplish is to meet Eugene Goodman.
The President of the United States said,
Just because you think that your life didn't change doesn't mean that it didn't change for millions of people.
the President of the United States said COVID isn't real, it's made up by the media and by the Dems, and that it will end by Easter 2020. Well, last I checked, we're in 2021, and death rates are higher than ever.
100,000 people just died last week.
Yeah. We're at 400,000 dead people. That seems like an extremely high number.
And Chief Administrative Officer of the House of Representatives, Catherine Spindor.
These are some of the individuals who helped run the Congress. We are expecting also some of the individuals.
It's a big day, man. It's a big day. It's a big day for America.
Senator Roy Blunt and
We can start to heal. We can start
chair and
to
ranking member of the Senate Rules Committee.
come back to being unified. We can. It's a start.
Dignitaries who are key to the events going on today, and also
Biden probably isn't the answer, but it's a start,
It
right?
takes a lot to put out.
People are like, oh, well, he sniffs hair. Well, give me sniffing hair over someone that fucking says the pandemic isn't real.
Who work there and have done this many times. We just saw this for a second, a flash of the Clintons. I love watching.
Trump can't pardon himself.
American as a journalist.
Justin, a president can't pardon himself.
See them all.
Damn, Justin, you're supposed to be more educated than this. A president cannot pardon himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Vice President of the United States, the Honorable Michael R.
Yeah, Sean, believe me when I tell you, I'm smart enough to know shit ain't gonna change overnight. Right? It's not gonna change overnight. I mean, America's always been racist as fuck. We've always been a shithole, but the last 4 years brought out some really scummy people. And now they have to go back into hiding.
Bipartisan applause there for the outgoing Vice President, Mike Pence, and his wife, the Second Lady.
Yeah, Sean, legally he can't though. Just because he wants to. Yeah, a president can't pardon himself. A president cannot pardon himself. It's
transfer of power. There was
Constitution,
former President
pretty
George
sure.
W. Bush,
I mean,
who-
come on, guys. We got to be smarter than this. A president cannot pardon himself.
Indiana to run for governor.
That's right, he was a member of the leadership, but just looking at Mike Pence there, and you see him greeting the Obamas as well, looking at him 2 weeks ago today, he was in there doing his constitutional duty. And
Yeah, Sean, look, America's still going to be pretty bad, you know, but I'm going to tell y'all now, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I already cried twice today. It's a big day for me.
And there was literally
It's such a big day. It's so huge.
Some of them had fashioned outside the Capitol with a noose.
Exactly, and talk about what you said earlier, Jake, a celebration of democracy. The fact
Clinton, get the mask up a little. You got to get the mask up a little, bro.
And there he is, doing his duty, not...
Oh, okay. Well, Sean, I've dealt with people the last month or two that didn't know he can't pardon himself.
He is there.
Because they're like, oh, well, Trump's going to pardon himself. And I'm like, bro, that's not how any of this works. I'm not even the smartest person in the room here. Like, but I tell you right now, he can't pardon himself.
Where we are in terms of what happened 2 weeks ago. But for what it's worth, it's important that he decided to make a statement about the transfer of power here and about being a part of this process and being a part of this ceremony, which has become sacred in this country, at least in the last century, where we've had this kind of marking of the passing of the baton from one administration to the next.
Oh, bro. Me and Lacey actually, Sean, that's crazy you bring that up. Me and Lacey were having this conversation the other day. I'd say within 18 months. I'd say definitely within 18 months.
These are not people who see each other all the time. They're elbow bumping.
Not 100% sure.
Here, even in socially distanced COVID times, you see there's Steve Scalise, and you see, I think that is Donna Brazil in the background there, but there's people who rarely see each other coming together today and actually enjoying this moment of brief bipartisanship before things start.
Nah, because for optics, Sean, it won't be a month. It'll be within 18 months. He'll like give her extra money to not divorce him for a while.
In my mind of George W. Bush and the Obamas, really, he hangs out more with Michelle than he does with Barack, are from the John McCain funeral and then from the George H.W. Bush funeral. But that is
God, you guys literally have no clue how much my soul needed today. Like just my whole innards, my whole innards. Like the world can stop laughing at us now. I mean,
with one another because of their commitment.
It's a big day for me. It's a big day
that this nation aspires to.
And they can even become friends. You know, George W. Bush and Michelle.
Welcome back, Joey.
Actually developed a friendship. And as David Axelrod said earlier, when Barack Obama...
Nothing yet. The inauguration's still about an hour away, but I figured I was watching this shit anyway, so I might as well go live.
But there was kindness in the turnover between...
Yeah, Sean, normally she wouldn't, but he's going to throw her some extra bread. He's gonna throw her some extra bread to not make it look so obvious. Like, he'll be like, yo, I'll give you like $10 million if you wait to divorce me a year or so. You know what I mean? Like, because me and Lacey were talking about this the other day. We don't think it'll be immediate, but we all know it's coming.
And I believe he meant it, and I think Donald Trump believed he meant it because he...
Damn, look at A-Rod kicking it with presidents. I see you, A-Rod. I see you. To be fair, he's probably only there because his wife's performing, but still.
See Barack Obama being friendly, saying hi to a bunch of people.
I'm wondering if he's going to walk over to Mike Pence, because we were noticing that Mike Pence was kind of
sort of nodding to you.
Standing alone. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But there he is in the background. Maybe not. But isn't that an interesting dynamic? There's a lot of kind of chumminess, and the current vice president and the current second lady are quietly standing in the background. They're there, they're doing what needs to be done, but there doesn't seem to be the same camaraderie.
Well, look, I don't want to look backward too much, but I mean, 2 days before the terrorist attack on the Capitol, Mike Pence was down in Georgia, Vice President Pence was down in Georgia, continuing the big lie, talking about the election and suggesting there was fraud when there was not. So he was part of the problem, even if he got religion since. So here is the Vice President-elect, Kamala Harris. And
oh, yeah, Joey, for sure.
Gentleman, Doug Emhoff.
Here we go. First female vice president ever. And she's fucking black. I fucking love it. I love it. Woo! We all know her. He loves him some chocolate.
You know what, Dallas?
Hold this position.
Today's my birthday.
The second gentleman ever,
You get a pig
Doug
here.
Emhoff,
You get the last
who
pig
will
here.
be both making history in their own ways, and in many ways.
Just don't get within 3 feet of it.
Nodding to that in a lot of symbolism that we'll see here later today.
What did I miss?
In what she's wearing.
Harris is walking her way out. She's obviously in all blue.
Today, but also taking the oath of office.
Or did she change?
Supreme Court Justice. Sonia
Blue,
Sotomayor,
purple, royal, whatever you want to fucking color you want to call it. But she's on her way out finally.
Earlier in her career, and as someone who Kamala Harris has inspired her trajectory as she rose in the ranks of America.
No one, they were talking about it. They were getting spicy. I love CNN because they were getting spicy. They were like, is because Obama was walking around and like dapping everybody up basically. And they were like, I wonder if he's going to go over to Pence. Because like Pence has kind of been by himself. And no one's like, none of the presidents are fucking with him.
He's got a frequently so here.
Yeah.
Police officer who helped
Oh! Eugene Goodman! My nigga!
from the
Woo! Look at him!
He is an American hero, and has been rewarded with a promotion.
I could not be happier for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Nope.
At very first, I thought he was just running away from the protesters. When I found out he was deterring them and tricking them to save lives, that's some fucking monster shit, man. That's
Pence missed the mob. They're saying for like a minute.
yeah,
And he had his daughter and his wife with
Ladies
him.
and gentlemen,
yeah.
the Vice President-elect of the United States, Kamala Debbie Harris, and Mr. Douglas Emhoff.
Okay, I'm not gonna do shit.
This is such a big day. We have a woman vice president, and she's black. This is huge. Don't clap! You're not allowed to clap, you racist fuck! Sorry, I still don't like Mike Pence.
No, he's a fucking shitbag.
Yeah, me and
We're allowed
Mike
to say
Pence.
that. We live in Indiana.
Yeah, yeah, me and Mike Pence still got beef.
Of the United States. And
Her grannies are like the cutest things ever.
The color she's wearing, not to be
Sean.
Harris is wearing purple, which is something that's pretty
Yeah, Stan, that was pretty cool.
For president, one of her colors of her campaign was purple and yellow. That is a nod to Shirley Chisholm, who ran for president as a black woman decades ago. And
We'll see.
has inspired her political career.
72.
And 72.
1972.
And so you see Kamala Harris nodding to this a major moment in American history for so many people, for so many women, people of color, for...
I can't sexually assault Lacey anymore because she has a woman vice president now.
They're right next to Mike Pence, Vice President of the United States. The two have spoken on the phone.
I'm really happy for her.
In just the last few days. But other than that, have had not a whole lot of contact since she became Vice President-elect.
Just look at you can't see her entire face because of the COVID crisis. There she is saying hi to Jim Clyburn. He is the House Majority Whip, the Dean of the South Carolina Congressional Delegation.
Yeah, you got to have the whip.
Moment.
He's wearing his
highest
South Carolina
ranking-
State University hat, his own one.
The highest ranking black member.
It's John. It's a big deal. I know you're all racist and stuff, but To have a woman, a black woman vice president is huge for America. Like it's progressive. And I think that's a big deal. I mean, for me at least, for non-racist
For
people.
how long? Half of this country has only had representation in the White House.
Those two people.
So at least now, in regards to gender, I have representation in the White House.
Yeah.
You can see she's obviously greeting people. You can see that the vice.
This moment has to still be surreal for her.
You can kind of tell.
Yeah. Like, and for Biden
Just
too.
trying to savor it every single
Because
moment.
Biden ran for office in what, like the 80s? Like, this has to be so. I can't wait till they bring out Biden. He's gonna lose his shit today. He's crying. I love Biden because he was crying the other day. I'm gonna cry. They're happy tears, but I'm crying.
Done this in a lot of positions, being the first Black woman, the first South Asian woman to hold several of the positions that she's had in her life. Back when she was a prosecutor in California, she was one of just a handful of Black United States senators. And
I do hope Eason gets a shot, but he won't.
South Asian woman in the to be vice president of the United States.
As the ceremony continues, let's go to Wolf Blitzer right now.
All right, there you go. We can see the President-elect of the United States, Dr. Joe Biden. They're going to be walking in.
I know, Stan. It's been a long ass fucking 4 years.
Actually, seeing them inside the Congress, they're introducing the congressional.
Yo, what's up? Another one.
The Democrats and Republicans. And I just want to alert our viewers.
Well, let's stop acting racist, and I won't call you racist. Just because you're my friend doesn't mean I'm not going to call you out on your shit.
Gaga will sing the national anthem. Jennifer Lopez will do some special musical selections, and Garth Brooks will as well. But in the meantime, let's get ready for the President-elect of the United States.
Honorable Elaine Chow and Staff Representative.
American celebration, Wolf, with the world watching. Soon to be President of the United States, Joe Biden walking out with his wife, Jill Biden.
Yeah, well, I'm a smart white person, too.
The pictures tell us about the.
John, how can you be a smart white person and vote for Trump 2 times? That's an oxymoron. It can't be true. No smart person votes for Trump twice.
This remarkable history of the election.
Like, one time, I can kind of see it like, all right, well, let's see where this goes. But to vote for that fuck again? Nah, ain't nothing smart about that.
The supporters of the former president, soon to be former president, attacked that building 2 weeks ago.
Oh, hail the chief! Hey, better hail that chief, because our president is a racist. I've been able to say that for 4 years.
So exceptional for this man.
I don't want hate and anger and fury and to be the laughing stock of the world. That's my starting point, and then I'll go from there.
Yesterday. You ready for this?
At some point in life is inevitable, but giving up is unforgivable. And that has indeed been the text of his life.
U.S. soldier arrested in plot to blow up 9/11 memorial.
About to get underway.
And fellow soldiers.
The horns were about to.
That was yesterday.
President-elect and the future First Lady of the United States.
What in the fuck?
And this ceremony.
Active U.S. soldier.
You see,
Yeah, an active motherfucking military member tried to blow up the 9/11 memorial. What in the holiest of fucks? Yo, this is what Trump has brought you. That message has been brought to you by Trump.
I'm feeding the cats. It's fine.
Yeah, fuck it. Feed them all. Give them fucking 10 scoops.
Well, that's a lot.
They can gain 2 pounds today.
That could be a lot of throw up, Bernie.
That's true. Oh, here we go, baby.
It's okay. It's okay, Bobby. It's okay.
I got fucking goosebumps everywhere. I'm gonna cry. All right, later, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President-elect of the United States, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. and Dr. Jill Biden.
That's right, Dr. Jill.
God.
This is what I just imagined in his head. Jill, don't fall. And she's like, stop fucking dragging me.
Shots for the president. Oh, wrong shot glass. Shots for the president. Oh. Wrong pipe. Ugh. Ugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Ugh.
What the fuck are you doing?
Please welcome the Honorable Amy Klobuchar.
I know, right, Joe? There.
Mr. President-elect, Madam Vice President-elect, members of Congress and the judicial branch,
Woo!
former presidents and first ladies, vice presidents, leaders from abroad, and a whole bunch of Bidens. America to the 59th presidential inauguration, where in just a few moments, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will take their solemn oaths. This ceremony is the culmination of 244 years of a democracy. It is the moment when leaders brought to this stage by the will of the people promised to be faithful to our Constitution, to cherish it and defend it. It is the moment when they become, as we all should be, guardians of our country. Have we become too jaded, too accustomed to the ritual of the passing of the torch of democracy to truly appreciate what a blessing and a privilege it is to witness this moment? I think not. 2 weeks ago, when an angry, violent mob staged an insurrection and desecrated this temple of our democracy, it awakened us to our responsibilities as Americans. This is the day when our democracy picks itself up, brushes off the dust, and does what America always does. Goes forward as a nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This conveyance of a sacred trust
Sean, who doesn't miss Obama?
Takes place in front of this shining Capitol dome for a reason. When Abraham Lincoln gave his first inaugural address in front of this Capitol, the dome was only partially constructed, braced by ropes of steel. He promised he would finish it. He was criticized for spending funds on it during the Civil War. To those critics, he replied, "If the people see the Capitol going on, it is a sign we intend the Union shall go on." And it did, and it will.
She's about to cry.
I'm wondering how much is from the magnitude, how much
to
is from
preserve our
from
republic in this
something
place.
that don't happen.
Great legislation to protect civil rights and economic security and lead the world was debated and crafted under this dome. Now it falls
Yo, what's
on
up,
all of
Dutch?
us, not just the two leaders we are inaugurating today, to take up the torch of our democracy, not as a weapon of
Yeah, pretty much, Dutch. He was
political
a fucking
but as
scumbag.
an instrument for good. We pledge today never to take our democracy for granted as we celebrate its remarkable strength. We celebrate its resilience, its
It's a
grit.
big-ass
We
fucking
celebrate
book.
the ordinary people doing extraordinary things for our nation, the doctors and nurses on the front line of this pandemic, the officers in the Capitol, a new generation never giving up hope for justice.
God,
We
I love hearing
celebrate
smart
a
people
new
talk.
President, Joe Biden, who vows to restore the soul of America and cross the river of our divides to a higher plane. And we celebrate our first African American, first Asian American, and first woman vice president, Kamala Harris.
Such a big deal for our country.
So many on this platform who have forged the way to this day.
No one does, Dutch. All politicians are horrible, but this is the least of the evils.
That anything and everything is possible. And in the end, that is America, our democracy, a country of so much good. And today, on these Capitol steps and before this glorious field of flags, we rededicate ourselves to its cause. Thank you. It is now.
All politicians are bad, man. They're all bad. You just gotta go with the least of the evils.
To make this ceremony possible, my friend and the chair of the inaugural committee, Missouri Senator Roy Blunt.
I respect Roy because he's out here wearing 2 masks. He's like, yo, I'm not dying today.
That's not Roy.
Oh, this dude's
Well, I should
Roy.
have known when Senator Klobuchar got involved, at least there'd be a touch of snow up here this morning. Of all the things we considered, I don't think snow was on my agenda until I walked out the door a moment ago. But thank you, Senator Klobuchar, and thanks to the other members of the Joint Congressional Committee on the Inauguration as we officially begin the 59th inaugural ceremony. I also want to thank the Joint Committee staff and our partners, particularly our security partners, for the way they've dealt with unprecedented circumstances. When I chaired the inauguration 4 years ago, I shared President Reagan's 1981 description of this event as commonplace and miraculous. Commonplace because we've done it every 4 years since 1789. Miraculous because we've done it every 4 years since 1789. Americans have celebrated this moment during war, during depression, and now during pandemic. Once again, all 3 branches of our government.
Do you think anyone gets spicy and talk shit about? Oh, look at Lacey drinking wine.
We renew our
I was
commitment
gonna wait until
to our
noon.
determined democracy, forging.
Do you think
a more
anyone gets
perfect union.
spicy and says anything shitty about Trump?
I
For
think
this
they say not one
inauguration, our
fucking word and
determined
pretend like it never
democracy,
existed.
forging a more
Ooh, I
perfect
like that
union was
better.
announced by the Joint Committee before
I
the
like that. Like,
election.
let's just pretend that he did. Let's just
The
pretend.
only like alluding to him is that it's a new administration.
To
Yeah,
be better than we have been.
good call,
The
Tavner.
Constitution
At least that's what I
established that determined democracy with its first 3 words, declaring the people.
I love
as
it,
the source
Brian.
of the government.
Brian, I've cried
The
3
Articles
times
of
today. The
Confederation
cry count is
hadn't
at
done
3.
that, the Magna Carta hadn't done that.
I
Only
hope
the
to hit
Constitution
6
says the
by the end of the
government
day.
because the people are the source of the reason it exists. They immediately followed those first.
I know,
words
Brian.
with
It's
the words,
such.
"To form a more perfect
It's such a
union."
day. I'm glad
The founders did not say. to form
I'm
a
glad
perfect union.
one of my smart
They did
friends
not
is here. For
claim
those who
that
don't
our
know,
country
me and Brian
nothing
actually
would
talk
be
a lot
to be
off stream.
improved. Fortunately, they understood.
He's as
that
bothered by the
nothing
last
would
4
be better
years, probably
the
more
hallmark
bothered
of a great
than I have
democracy.
been. And we all know how
The
bothered
freedoms
I've
we have
been.
Today,
And so it's a pleasure to have him
we
here.
have today is not here just because it
People with brains
happened,
and hearts unite.
and they aren't complete. A
On some
great
Captain Planet
democracy
shit.
working through the successes
Brains,
and
hearts,
history,
unite!
striving to be better than it had been. And we are more than we have been, and we are less than we hope to be. The assault on our Capitol at this very place just 2 weeks ago reminds us that a government designed to balance and check itself is both fragile and resilient.
Sure is fragile.
During the last year, the pandemic challenged our free and open society and called for extraordinary determination and sacrifice, and still challenges us today. Meeting that challenge head on.
Go looking out, Grub. Go looking out.
Are healthcare workers, scientists, first responders, essential frontline workers, and so many others we depend on in so many ways. Today we come to this moment. People all over the world, as we're here, are watching and will watch what we do here. Our government comes
Joyce looks
together.
so happy when she
The
sees
Congress
that.
and the courts join the transition of executive responsibility. One political party more pleased today and on every inaugural day than the other. But this is not a moment of division, it's a moment of unification. A new administration begins and brings with it a new beginning. And with that,
It's a proud day.
debate goes forward. And
The last 4 years have been really rough. Unkind-hearted, gentle souls,
and a better future
on people who care about more than just themselves, for people who realize the world is bigger than just you. It's been really, yeah, it's been really tough on us guys. So
to lead us in an invocation. Please stand if you are able and remain standing for the national anthem and the pledge to our flag.
exactly, Brian. I think that's really what today is about.
The end of an error.
Yeah, not era, error. That's an ERROR. Yeah, I can spell and shit.
Kitten. No wine and no computer.
Another one. He already, after the inauguration, he has 17 bills he's signing today.
17 pieces of legislation.
Yeah, 17 pieces of legislation.
Gracious,
all being signed today.
God, at this sacred time, we come
Because he's a fucking smart person.
Climate change is real.
Yeah, climate change is real, so we're getting back into that.
But we come still more with hope.
That's good.
With our eyes raised anew to the vision of a more perfect union in our land. A union of all our citizens to promote the general welfare and secure the...
Yeah, you know it's crazy when Lacey's drinking before 12.
We are a people of many races.
Yeah, man, Brian ain't wrong. Brian's one of my smart friends. While I do have some really incredibly weird people on my Facebook page, we have very far off views. Brian is one of, like, I can just vent him and be like, how are people this dumb? Brian's a very intelligent person. Yeah, he's on our side, Sean. He's one of the good ones.
Holy Spirit of counsel and fortitude, the President of these United States, that his administration may be conducted in righteousness and be eminently useful to your people. Today we confess our past failures to live according
to be fair, America's never been great. America has never been great. Ever. Under any president. Right? It's had some highlights. We've done okay at times. America has never been great. There was that whole, like, 400 years of slavery. Black people couldn't vote. Women couldn't vote. I mean, I can go on and on and on. America's really never been great. But we can go back to being a little bit less of a shithole now.
A trust of the spirit to cherish and care and stand by others, and above all those most in need. It is called love.
Executive orders. Another one. I misspoke. Executive orders.
American patriotism, born not of power and privilege, but of care for the common.
Yeah, it's not a good day for them.
With malice toward none, and with charity for all.
Crazy loves a new name.
Solomon sought when he knelt before you and prayed.
Yeah, we're getting back into the climate.
So that I can govern your
the Paris Climate Agreement, where we agree that climate change is kind of a big deal, and we're going to work on that. I mean, 17 total executive orders that will be signed today. Today. His first day in office is going to do more than that racist fuck did in 4 years.
Pope Francis has reminded us how important it is to dream together.
Brian, I will tell you this. You were right. I did not see them doing it out in the open
things that are not there.
I didn't. I really didn't.
Dreams of
But
the
you were right.
age are built
You got
together.
this one right. You called it.
Be with us, holy.
You know what, Ryan? I don't care how pricey these next 4 years are. I'll gladly pay more in taxes for less hate, a little less hate, a little more freedom for black, brown people. Like, I mean, Ryan, we have to look at it as the world is bigger than us. Like, the country is bigger than just one person. Like, everything is bigger than just one person. So if my taxes got it, yo, P.S. I don't make fucking $400,000 a year, so my taxes ain't going up. Ryan, unless you make, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of this dumb shit. Do you make $400,000 a year? Because if not,
to the fact that most of our tax money,
your taxes are literally not going up.
But it also, like, everyone acts like, oh my god, my taxes are going to welfare. Like, maybe 1 cent of it does. Most of your money goes to fucking military.
Look, Ryan, I love you. I love you, but, bruh, unless you make $400,000 a year or more, don't come at me with my taxes are going up. And guess what? If I made over $400,000 a year, I still would have voted for Biden. I'm gonna tax you more. Okay, cool. Cause you know what bothers me?
Because that means that Sally down the street, she gets fucking cancer and still get fucking healthcare. Yeah. Because she doesn't have insurance.
You know what bothers me? Hate. Hate fucking bothers me. Alright? You know what bothers me? Division in the country. That bothers me. You know what bothers me? The Capitol being fucking stormed 2 weeks ago. That bothers me. You know what doesn't bother me? Paying a little extra in fucking taxes. Yeah, crazy. Masks are on. Everyone has a mask. Everyone has a mask.
Ladies and gentlemen, here for the singing of our national anthem, accompanied by the President's own United States.
All right, well, I don't want to get copyrighted.
Welcome Lady Gaga.
What the fuck is she wearing?
Whatever the fuck she wants, she's Lady Gaga. Remember, she's the one who eats people according to Republicans.
Yeah. She's probably got kids under that dress, and she's gonna eat them afterwards.
Don't say that, these dumb motherfuckers are gonna believe you.
Yeah, it's gonna take time.
You know, I would shit myself.
That has to be such an honor.
She looks petrified.
It's fucking scary. This is the biggest moment of her life. Fuck it. Copyright be damned. Yeah, Brian, same here. This is the proudest I've been to be an American in at least 4 years. I'm getting my shit's getting copyrighted.
I feel like Biden's election was like an acknowledgement that we let too many dumb fucking people make that decision 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're apologizing to the rest of the world.
Yeah. So if you guys don't see me on YouTube for 90 days, you'll know why, but fuck it, man. I don't care. Some things are bigger than business. Like, this is a huge historical day for the country. Lady Gaga, crazy. Lady Gaga. God, could you imagine how stressful? Like,
You just have to close your eyes and pretend you're not there.
That's what I would do. I would have to go into my own headspace.
But I also imagine that once you start, it's just like everything else.
I don't know. Oh, well, there you go, John. She's like, no, I'm out. Fuck you. That's what happens when the bottom of your dress weighs more than you do.
The funny thing is, her father, I'm pretty sure, is a giant Trump
Georgia
supporter.
Fire and Rescue Department, President.
I think so too. I think I saw that somewhere.
Local 3920, Fire Captain Andrea M. Hall for the reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, wow. How cool is that?
For which it stands.
I got goosebumps.
I did too.
Under God.
She's doing it with sign language.
With liberty and justice for all.
That's super fucking awesome. I've never seen that before.
Granted, it's not like I watch a whole lot of these anyways, but.
What you are all about to be part of America is a historic moment of first.
Oh, I don't like you. Oh no, I do like you. I saw the K,
African American, our first agent,
and then I got scared
first woman,
because I thought you were that bitch I don't like.
Kamala Harris. It is
But you are you're the one I like.
to welcome to the inaugural stage.
Oh, Joey, and I love all of it, man. I love all of it.
Supreme Court of the United
I've already cried 3 times today. I'm shooting for 5. I'm shooting for 5.
It's been a long 74 days since they were announced as the winner.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Kamala David Harris, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies.
I don't know how she doesn't look Pence right in the eye saying, I will support and defend.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. That I will well and faithfully discharge. That I will well and faithfully discharge.
Brian, you know I will. Thank you for popping in. I really do appreciate it.
Of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God.
We got a first man in the office.
No, he's second gentleman.
Yeah, second gentleman. All right, I'm gonna need to make a drink before. I'm definitely gonna cry. I'm definitely gonna cry. The microphone on what, John? Yeah, Biden's plan is to get out 3 more checks within the next 3 or so months. So we'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
You know what I want more than anything in the world?
Please welcome Jennifer Lopez.
For Barack Obama to come out and be like, these last 4 years were horrible.
Jesus Christ, Ernie.
These were the worst, but we're back now. I would literally fucking die laughing. Brian, today, for my mental health, my mental being, my soul, today was such a huge day for me and for Lacey. I mean, today's was a really big day for us. Brian, I'm never awake before 10 o'clock. Lacey will be the first one to tell you.
He like was stirring at 9:45, and I said something about it. And he's like, "Oh, did I miss it?" And I was like, "No, it starts in 15 minutes. Like the official coverage of everything."
Popped up like a fucking Pop-Tart and was like, "Let's go." Yeah, well, considering the Democrats control the House, the Senate, and the presidency, I have a feeling it'll probably get passed. All right, I gotta mute that. Yeah, I feel like with us controlling everything now. When's the last time, Brian, if you're still here, when's the last time the Democrats controlled the House, the Senate, and the office? I can't remember.
I know what I want to say, but I'm not sure that I'm right.
John says 2010.
That's what I thought. And I don't think that since 2010, it's been solely controlled by one side or the other. So it's not even just that was the last
right.
Dems, it was just period. I think that that's right. Because that's what I was going to say.
So it's a nice little takeover. I'll take it. It's a great day for me. John, I got my box of Zenith coming in today too. We're still selling spots at the Gold Standard. Oh man, I'm having a great day, man. I might just open a Zenith tonight after the challenge. I gotta tell you, man, life, this is a huge day for me. The last 4 years have been really rough. They've been incredibly rough. And not for me, right? Because I'm a straight white man.
I was thinking about this the other day.
Hold on. I'm a white straight man. And so literally the safest person in the world. But it was tough for me to see other people struggle. It was tough for me to see a president actually say a national pandemic is fake. It was tough to have a Statue of Liberty and then have a president build a wall. Like, it was tough on me because I'm so compassionate, believe it or not. And I care, like, I'm smart enough to care about more than just myself. And I'm really tired of the world laughing at us. The last 4 years have been completely embarrassing, and now that's over. So, thank God.
Two things. First, piggybacking off of the really funny that Bernie Sanders looks like he's going to the post office. Bernie dressed like the inauguration is on his to-do list today, but it is his whole day.
Yeah.
But also, you can unmute. Something I thought about yesterday was, I'm like, did I feel this much anger and rage the whole time?
Well, that was great.
Over the last 4 years. And I'm like, sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, obviously I was shitty when he won. Like, I was never excited about it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it built and built over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, the last year was COVID, but it was like everything leading into it.
It's like the escalation.
Yeah.
It started, and then it just
And
kept
like my
peaking.
point, it started to get to the point where
to administer the presidential oath to the next president of the United States.
Yo, Isaac, if we're being honest, man, if we're being honest, less hate, sign me up for that, and I'll go from there. Like, as long as the racists have to go back into hiding, that's really, like, I just want us to be more unified as people. I want black, white, brown, trans. I want us all to be treated equal. And I think Biden currently gives us the best shot at that. Like, I don't care who you are, what you claim. As long as you're not doing nothing illegal and your shit don't fuck with my life, be happy.
Like, I don't know
I'm
how
rooting for you.
Didn't get us to World War III in those 4 years, but that's where we were headed.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that the rest of the world could have stood by.
Oh, here we go!
That I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
Office of President of
Look
the
at him saying it with
United States.
conviction.
And will, to the best of my ability,
Will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
Wakanda!
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Mr. President. Mr. Motherfucking President. Put some respect on his motherfucking name.
Yeah, he's your president.
Yeah. If you don't like it, leave, bitches. Yeah, Mr. President. I see you, Joe. We have so many copyright strikes.
Yo,
What's up, Seattle?
YouTube left Trump's bullshit up on their platform for far too long. They can suck his dick.
Yo, Billy, me and Lacey just said that. Like, not the end of an era, the end of an error. Guys, shots for a little less hate in the country. Yeah, you racist fucks. You better get back into hiding now. You ain't got no one to protect you. Woo-hoo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
He has a very, voicey voice.
I think part of it was like, this is my motherfucking moment.
Yeah, it's been brutal, man. Yeah, no one cares what Trump has to say anymore. He's on a plane.
Who's Trump?
Yeah, some guy. He was on a TV show.
No, he doesn't.
And then he tried to kill. Then he killed 400,000 Americans, and he's on a plane now. And he had a TV show.
Yo, the only thing that would make me happier in this moment is if when it hits 12 o'clock.
Right? Yo, Brian, real shit.
They go and arrest him. That would be the only thing that would make me happier. How long do you think it's going to take?
Is it mean to say I just hope someone just takes him out? Like, I know he'll get Secret Service protection forever.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to care too much anymore.
I wouldn't want to be on that detail.
Would be my hope.
I wouldn't want to be on that detail.
I would imagine the charges for letting him die get less too.
Yeah.
My fellow Americans, a moment we have all been waiting for.
Oh, Bridgester.
My great privilege and high honor to be the first person to officially introduce the 46th President of the United States, Joseph R. Biden Jr.
We did it, Joe! We did it!
We did it! Dun, 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 dun. Nigga, we made it! John, of course you are. You're racist.
Vice President Harris, Speaker Pelosi, Leader Schumer, Leader McConnell, Vice President Pence, my distinguished guests, my fellow Americans.
I just want to say, you notice how he even shouted out the people he fucking hates? It's called being a leader.
History and hope, of renewal and resolve.
Our president just aged
Through
a matter
crucible
of 60
for the
years
ages,
in a matter of
Americans
minutes.
Yeah.
We went from a toddler to a grown-up.
And America has risen to the challenge. Today, we celebrate the triumph not of a candidate, but of a cause, the cause of democracy. The people, the will of the people has been heard, and the will of the people has been heeded. We've learned again that democracy is precious. Democracy is fragile. And at this hour, my friends, democracy has prevailed.
Amen, sister.
Woo!
So now, on this hallowed ground where just a few days ago, violence sought to shake the Capitol's very foundation, we come together as one nation, under God, indivisible, to carry out the peaceful transfer of power as we have for more than 2 centuries. As we look ahead in our uniquely American way, restless, bold, optimistic, and set our sights on the nation we know we can be and we must be. I thank my predecessors of both parties for their presence here today. I thank them from the bottom of my heart. And I know.
Hey guys, this is what leadership looks like. I know we haven't had it in 4 years, but.
The Constitution and the strength of our nation, as does President Carter, who I spoke with last night, who cannot be with us today, but whom we salute for his lifetime in service.
To have someone that can actually English to be in the office.
I've just taken the sacred oath each of those patriots have taken. The oath first sworn by George Washington. But the American story depends not on any one of us, not on some of us, but on all of us.
Yeah, another one. You said it, I didn't.
People who seek a more perfect union. This is a great nation. We're good people. And over the centuries, through storm and strife, in peace and war, we've come so far, but we still have far to go. We'll press forward with speed and urgency, for we have much to do in this winter of peril and significant possibilities. Much to repair, much to restore, much to heal, much to build, and much to gain.
Girl, stop.
Few people in our nation's history have been more challenged or found a time more challenging or difficult than the time we're in now. Once in a century virus that silently stalks the country. It's taken as many lives in 1 year.
She thrilled. She's like, yeah, we don't have a racist president anymore. Woo!
Millions
Those
of
are happy
jobs have been
cries.
lost. Hundreds of thousands of businesses closed. A cry for racial justice, some 400 years in the making, moves us. The dream of justice for all will be deferred no longer. A cry for survival comes from the planet itself. A cry that can't be any more desperate or any more clear. And now,
Yo, he about to forgive all y'all student loans.
extremism, white supremacy, domestic terrorism, that we must confront and we will defeat. To overcome these challenges, to restore the soul and secure the future of America, requires so much more than words. It requires the most elusive of all things in a democracy: unity. Unity. In another January, New Year's Day in 1863, Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. When he put pen to paper, the president said, and I quote, "If my name ever goes down into history, it'll be for this act, and my whole soul is in it."
That was a Republican president, by the way.
My whole soul is in it. Today, on this January day, my whole soul is in this. Bringing America together, uniting our people, uniting our nation. And I ask every American to join me in this cause. Uniting to fight the foes we face: anger, resentment and hatred, extremism, lawlessness, violence, disease, joblessness, and hopelessness. With unity, we can do great things, important things. We can right wrongs. We can put people to work in good jobs. We can teach our children in safe schools. We can overcome the deadly virus. We can reward work and rebuild the middle class and make healthcare secure for all. We can deliver racial justice, and we can make America once again a leading force.
Dallas is really excited.
I know speaking of unity can sound to some like a foolish fantasy these days. I know the forces that divide us are deep and they are real. But I also know they are not new. Our history has been a constant struggle between the American ideal, where all are created equal, and the harsh, ugly reality that racism, nativism, fear,
Didn't you
demonization
just walk her?
have long torn us apart. The battle is perennial, and victory is never assured.
You gonna walk her again?
Through Civil War, the Great Depression, World War, 9/11, through struggle, sacrifice, and setbacks, our better angels have always prevailed. In each of these moments, enough of us have come together to carry all of us forward.
You guys have no clue how much I needed this shit for my soul, man.
History, faith, and reason show the way of unity. We can see each other not as adversaries, but as neighbors. We can treat each other with dignity and respect. We can join forces, stop the shouting, and lower the temperature. Without unity, there is no peace, only bitterness and fury. No progress, only exhausting outrage. No nation, only a state of chaos. This is our historic
Yeah, Pence is there, CL.
crisis and challenge. And unity.
You're fired, Trump. You're so fucking fired.
And we must meet.
You've been fired. Finally, it took 4 years too long, but you're fired.
If we do that, I guarantee you we will not fail.
Brian, you know I couldn't agree more.
Ever failed in America. We've acted together. And so
Yo, what's up? How you doing, man?
This time, in this place, let's start afresh. All of us.
What's up, Chinese letters?
Listen to one another again. Hear one another.
Are you kidding me?
See one another.
Like, that's.
Show respect to one
I'm
another.
not ever gonna let you out again.
Politics doesn't have to
Well, I gotta close this door and make a drink, because I'm fucking freezing.
Destroying everything's past. Every disagreement doesn't have to be a cause for total war. And we must reject the culture in which facts themselves are manipulated.
Like, I'm pretty sure
And
you
even
let it all out
manufactured.
before, Dallas. Don't come into your territory.
My fellow Americans, we have to be different than this. America has to be better than this. And I believe America is so much better than this. Just look around.
So it doesn't make sense.
Here we stand in the shadow of the Capitol Dome, as was mentioned earlier, completed amid the Civil War, when the Union itself was literally hanging in the balance. Yet we endured. We prevailed. Here we stand, looking out on the great mall where Dr. King spoke of his dream. Here we stand where 108 years ago, at another inaugural, thousands of protesters tried to block brave women marching for the right to vote. And today, we mark the swearing in of the first woman in American history elected to national office, Vice President Kamala Harris. Don't tell me things can't change. Here we stand, across the Potomac from Arlington Cemetery, where heroes who gave the last full measure of devotion rest in eternal peace. And here we stand, just days after a riotous mob thought they could use violence to silence the will of the people.
You can't silence the will of the smart people! We in this bitch! Dun 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 dun!
It will never happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Not ever.
Yeah, pretty much another one, pretty much. Brian, I know this sounds weird, but just to see someone that can actually like be and act presidential, like to not just talk about so many crowds and all of the people, and like to not make fun of people with disabilities and to not grab people by the pussy.
Perhaps this nation's greatest strength. Yet hear me clearly. disagree.
I don't know, Brian. It's
with
just
this union.
it today. Goddamn, I need it today.
I will be a
I need it
president
today.
for all Americans.
Nah, not at all. Mike Pence is a piece of shit. Fuck Mike Pence.
And I promise you, I will fight as hard for those who did not support me as for those who did.
Brian, I'm fucking it. Even at like at the root, the base core of just like simple.
Saying to my church,
Like,
to the people was a multitude defined.
America can be a little more respectable again. You know what I mean?
By the common objects of their love. What are the common objects we as Americans love?
I gotta call my sister
As Americans. I think we
because
know. Opportunity, security, liberty, dignity, respect, honor. And
I'm
yet,
hoping she took the day off, but she probably didn't.
recent weeks and months, I thought as a
Yeah, that and Brian, I was really tired of like, look, black and brown people have never been treated fairly, so I'm not going to pretend that's all Trump's fault, right? Trump didn't invade and he didn't invent racism,
as Americans, especially as leaders who have pledged,
but he sure as shit fucking progressed it.
to protect our nation, to defend the truth, and defeat the lies. Look,
Because the USA still is racist.
that many of my fellow Americans view the future with fear and trepidation. I understand they worry about the job.
Hey Ash, I was hoping you were off today, considering it's probably one of the biggest days in history. Give me a call back later. We did it. We have a woman vice president that's black,
About what comes next.
and we have someone that can actually English and tweets funny things instead of racist and dumb things.
To retreat into competing
I've cried 3 times today, and they've all been happy tears. So I hope you don't work too hard. Give me a call when you can. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye. Did she poop? Yeah. I mean, America's always been racist, right? Like I said, Trump didn't invent racism, but he progressed it.
If we open our souls,
He made a lot of fucking people way too fucking comfortable to act how they act.
if
You cleaned outside.
stand
I'm really good to a tree.
as my mom would say, just for a moment.
He did his best, Brian. He tried. It was so bad.
Because here's the thing about life.
It was bad.
There's no
Like,
ability
to say
toward fate.
a virus that has now killed 400,000 people.
When you need a hand.
It's not real.
There are other
It's
days
made up by the Dems and the media.
when we're called to lend a hand.
Then it'll be gone by Easter 2020, and we'll all be back to normal.
And
Like,
if we are this way, our country will be strong.
at least 200,000 Americans would be alive right now had he tackled the pandemic
And the work ahead of us,
like a fucking normal president would.
we need all our
Republican or Democrat, party aside. Me and Lacey aren't party loyalists.
We're entering what may be
We-
the toughest and deadliest period
Our
of
government's supposed to work for us.
Yeah,
We
like,
must set aside politics and finally face this pandemic as one nation.
yeah, bleach shots. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the bleach shots. Yeah, don't forget to take your shots of bleach.
Please do.
That'll cure it.
But joy cometh in the morning. We will get through this together. Together. Look, folks.
Not gonna lie, the only unity I want to see right now is Trump supporters and reality.
We all understand the world is watching all of us today. So here's my message to those beyond our borders. America has been tested,
We're sorry.
and we've come out stronger for it. We will repair our alliances and engage with the world once again. Not to meet yesterday's challenges, but today's and tomorrow's challenges. And we'll lead not merely by the example of our power, but by the power of our example.
Lacey, I have to tell you, no matter
Somebody actually speak is amazing.
no matter if it's a Republican or a Democrat president in the future, I will always enjoy their words extra now.
In this nation. In my first act as president, I'd like to ask you to join me in a moment of silent prayer. Remember all those who we lost in this past year to the pandemic.
I love this thing.
400,000 fellow Americans, moms, dads, husbands, wives, sons, daughters, friends, neighbors, and co-workers.
I told you I was gonna cry.
Becoming the people and
Look
the
at that. Somebody who's not a
nation
self-centered
we can and
dickwad.
should be. I ask you, let's say a silent prayer for those who lost their lives and those left behind, and for our country. Amen. Folks, it's a time of testing. We've on the democracy and on truth. A raging virus, growing inequity, a sting of systemic racism, a climate in crisis.
Brian, you're not wrong.
Any one of these challenge us in profound ways. But the fact is, we face them all at once, presenting this nation with one of the gravest responsibilities we've had. Now we're going to be tested. Are we going to?
Thank you, Bean. It's just a big day, man. It's
there's so much to do.
the last year especially, but the last 4 years have been really hard for some of us, right? Mentally, it's just completely taking a toll on us. And like for super compassionate people and like people who support Black Lives Matter and people who support
Other people.
Mexicans and people who support the gay community, lesbians, transgender. Like, it's been really hard 4 years.
And when we do, we'll write the next great chapter in the history of the United States of America. A story that might sound something like a song that means a lot to me.
I highly doubt it, Theo.
American anthem. There's one verse that stands out, at least for me. It goes like this.
It's just,
the work of prayer.
It's been tough, guys. It's been really tough.
What shall be our legacy?
And that's coming from a straight white man who's the safest person in the world under fucking Trump's fucking America. But I think about more than myself because I'm a smart person. I think about other people and what they're going through. And it's had to have been horrible for them. It's fucking disgusting. What happened to the American dream? What happened to the Statue of Liberty? It's just,
They healed the broken land. My fellow Americans, I close the day where I began with the sacred oath. Before God and all of you, I give you my word. I will always level with you. I will defend the Constitution. I'll defend our democracy. I'll defend America.
John, to be fair, Brian is probably one of the smartest people I know.
Everything you got to do.
Yo, what's up, Cam? Not much, really, man. We're just watching we're watching the single biggest day in the history of my life.
Of hope, not fear. Of unity, not division.
John, worry about things bigger than yourself. Let's get the fuck out of here with this socialism bullshit.
Love and healing, greatness and goodness. May this be.
John's like, hate black people, hate Mexicans, hate everything but straight white men, take women's rights away, fine.
I'm just saying that, like,
socialism.
It's so selfish, like,
truth and justice.
how much hate and darkness must be in your body?
Or it has to be a lot.
Because you can sit there and say, no, I love people. But if you loved people, then you would give a shit about their life. You would give a shit about their experiences, what they go through, what's important to them.
I don't want to hear shit about taxes or socialism because it's all fucking stupid. It's irrelevant because it's not socialism.
Sustained by faith, driven by conviction, devoted to one another and the country we love with all.
Lucas, it wasn't the biggest day of my life because
and may God protect our troops.
the last 4 years have been brutal. I've never seen a president kill 400,000 people without sending them to war. Like, never in my life. And so, mentally, what I went through and what a lot of most smart Americans went through, and with shit, a lot of what the world went through was, oh, Jesus Christ, is he going to get drunk and fucking accidentally hit the button?
What?
Like, it's just been tough, man. It's been really, really tough.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Garth Brooks to perform Amazing Grace.
Oh, I'm getting copyrighted so hard. Oh, he's got his big old fancy Texas belt buckle on. I'm just soaking it all in. Whatever, man. If I do 90 days, I do 90 days. I've accepted the fact that YouTube, Facebook, everything hates me. Like, even though Amazing Grace is pretty racist. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was lost, but now I was blind, but now I see. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we know. Yeah, yo, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely going to YouTube jail after today. Between everyone that's gonna report me and all the copyright shit for the music, I'm fucking so hit. So enjoy me while you have me, guys. We'll be live tonight, assuming I'm not blocked yet.
This last verse with me, not just the people here, but the people at home, at work, as one, united.
Oh wow, that was really cool.
I'm upset that there was something that I heard that made me think he was a Trump supporter, and then when I realized he's not.
Yeah, he's not even a little bit. Yeah, Cam. That's last time I went to Facebook, YouTube jail. That's what I did. I just went live on Facebook. But now I see. Yeah, I was raised like my grandpa used to say hard ER every fucking day. Like, when I grew up in fucking St. Augustine, I grew up around a bunch of hillbillies that would say ER like it was nothing. Like, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse.
Hard not to be reminded of President Obama's singing that same song at the Mother Emanuel Church. A song that in our culture is as close to both poetry and prayer as you could possibly.
Cam, I'm with you on that. Cam, I'm with you on that. And I know politically our views don't align. But Cam, you need to know that I'm not locked into my party. Like, I voted for a Republican before. Probably vote for one again.
I can't see any redeeming quality for any of them at this point.
We just had to get this fuck out of office, Cam. Like, Cam, you got to admit, even as a Republican, this is pretty bad. Like, these last 4 years have been rough. Like, he killed 400,000 people.
He didn't care.
And didn't care. Like, just killed them.
Mr. President, Dr. Biden, Madam Vice President, Mr. Emhoff, Americans, and the world.
Crazy.
Sometimes we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must.
Yes,
the belly of the beast. We've learned that isn't always peace.
That's just how I grew up. Like, when I was 11, growing up in the hood, like, that was like, yo, that's my nigga, bro. That's my nigga, that's my nigga. And I was like, I'm here, what? They're like, yo, bro, you my nigga, bro. You straight, you good, you popping. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply.
But CL, if you as a black woman find me saying that word offensive, I will not say it ever again on the stream. Like, just because I have a hood pass from Isaac, don't mean I have a hood pass from and a hood pass from Russ. Don't mean I have a hood pass from every black person on the stream. So if you find me saying that offensive, I won't say it on the stream. Out of respect.
We are striving to forge our union with purpose.
John, stop! You can't block people. Stop.
To all cultures, colors, characters.
Right, Brian?
Our gaze is not to what stands between us, but what stands before us.
No, seriously, if you're not comfortable with me saying the GGA, I won't say it on the stream. Like, out of respect for you, I really won't say it.
Another, we seek harm to none and harmony for all. Let the glow.
I mean, you just time people out.
Say this.
But John, let people speak their mind, man. It's a good day. Today's a good day for our country. We're getting away from racism. We're getting away from a horrible 4 years.
Never again, no defeat. But because we will never again sow division. Scripture tells us to envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. If we're to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made. That is the promised glade, the hill we climb, if only we dare it, because being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. We've seen a force that would shatter our nation rather than share it, would destroy our country if it meant delaying democracy. And this effort very nearly succeeded.
Yeah. He's a Republican as fuck.
Delayed. It can never be permanently defeated. In this truth, in this faith, we have our eyes on the future. History has its eyes.
I have a philosophy when it comes to politics. They're all horrible, right? Unless it's Obama. All politicians are pretty horrible. But you just gotta vote for the least of the evils, right? Like, you gotta vote for the least of the evils. And in 37 years, I've never seen an evil like Trump. That's Cam. Mentally, I've cried 5 times today, so I met my cry goal. It was bad, man. It was really, really bad.
What shall be a country that is bruised but whole, benevolent but bold, fierce and free. We will not be turned around or interrupted.
No, you can't block Brian.
Because we know our inaction and inertia will be the inheritance of the next generation. Our blunders become their burdens. But one thing is certain. If we merge mercy with might and might with right, then love
it's so cool.
our
Seeing Joe
legacy,
Biden and Kamala Harris with their president, vice president Twitter handles.
So let us leave behind a country better than one we were left with every breath from our bronze pounded chest. We will raise this wounded world into a wondrous one. We will rise from the gold-limned hills of the West.
Look, there is no perfect president other than Obama. There is no perfect president, right?
Rise from the lake-rimmed cities of the Midwestern states. We will rise from the
But
South.
I need someone who can actually talk without talking about how large his crowds are and making fun of people with handicaps and not acknowledging a virus that's wiped out millions of people across the world. Like, I'm not asking for much. I don't have a high standard here. To be fair, I don't have a high standard. I don't have a high standard. Yo, Lil Uzi was trying to get that pardon. CL, me and Lacey were talking about this earlier. Come here, if you can.
Please introduce Reverend Dr. Sylvester Beeman.
Me and Lacey were talking about this earlier, CL. Dead ass serious, not even kidding. What me and Lacey said is, because me and Lacey, as we've said previously, are not party loyalists. We said we are going to take the next 48 hours to enjoy.
We have to enjoy this moment, savor this moment.
Like, savor this moment.
For so many reasons.
But
because, yay, Donald Trump is gone.
But we're definitely holding Biden accountable. Like, do what you say you're gonna do.
I'm not obsessed with the politician the way Trumpers have been with Trump.
Yeah,
like, that shit's fucking weird.
Yeah, like,
no one was sent here from God. Like, that shit's fucking weird.
Yeah.
None of that.
So, while we really I like Biden. I mean,
it's nice to see someone who looks like a human.
Yeah.
A fucking robot who cares about other people, who has fucking animals. What fucking psychopath doesn't have pets?
And who takes all the color out of the White House?
Like,
his racist wife. That's who. And so, me and Lacey plan to hold Biden accountable from day one. And believe me, when he does dumb shit, I'll be like, oh,
I've said
Biden.
Ernie for I don't know how long. If you don't question your government and hold them accountable, then, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you should always question your government.
You should never blindly listen to anyone.
Yo, John. No, you can't block Brian. You can't block Brian just because he's smart. Oh, did you turn it up?
No, it's fucking hot as hell in here.
Oh, I'm freezing.
Discover our common humanity. In our common humanity, we will seek out the wounded and bind their wounds. We will seek healing for those who are sick and diseased. We will mourn our dead. We will befriend the lonely, the least, and the left out. We will share our abundance with those who are hungry. We will do.
Well, CL, this is the first time in like 10 years that we've had the House, the office, and the Senate. And so
in discovering our humanity,
we should be able to get things done. But look, like me and Lacey said, we're going to hold them accountable.
I'll be the first person to say a lot of big statements and promises have been made. Do I expect everything to happen?
You guys got to understand.
Emotionally challenged, and the poor.
Nah, Cam, let it out, man. Cam, no matter what you say, you still my homie. Unless you say hard ER, then we got an issue.
We will make friends of our enemies. We will make friends of our enemies. People, your people, shall no longer raise up weapons against one another. We will rather use our resources for the national good and become a beacon of life and goodwill to the world. And neither shall we learn hatred anymore. We'll lie down and make our neighbors afraid. In you, oh God, we discover our humanity. And our humanity.
There you go, John. You're removed.
beyond the difference of color, creed, origin, political party, ideology, geography, and personal preferences.
Cam. All right, Cam. While technically the vaccine is out, while Trump was in office, Cam, do you remember in March when he said that the virus was made up by the Dems and the fake news? Do you remember that? Do you also remember Trump saying that the virus will be gone by Easter 2020? Do you remember that? Like,
or wait, no, my favorite was that magically after the election it'll disappear.
yeah, magically after the election will disappear. Here we are with biggest spike ever. So I feel like, you know.
Whose foreparents came from Europe.
Yo, if you guys don't stop, yo, you know how many guns I have? No one is taking fuck. Yeah, I'm so tired of hearing the Democrats are coming for our guns.
How many guns did Obama take?
Yeah.
He was in office for 8 years.
Yeah. How many guns? He took away no guns. There were no guns taken away. I own a multitude of guns, clips, ammunition, everything. I own all the guns. All right? I'm a air quotes, Democrat.
I don't know why all of a sudden just...
I don't know. I never understood that narrative.
I don't like is kids going to school and getting shot.
Yeah.
Glory, hallelujah. In the strong name of our collective faith. Amen.
It's just, I don't know. I think smart people all have a bit of a mental release today because for these last 4 years have been so incredibly hard on all of us. Like, they have been brutal. They've been incredibly brutal. They've been absolutely incredibly brutal. Cam, so Cam, in your opinion, honestly, let's have a real discussion about this. Cam, seriously, let's have a real discussion about this. So you're telling me a president saying that a virus that's killed over 1 million people, I mean, just 400,000 in this country alone.
Over 2 million people.
Yeah, over 2 million people worldwide is fake. You don't think that's a big deal? You don't think him not wearing a mask or telling people, like,
because we have to be real here.
hey guys, this is a big deal.
Trump supporters are idiots and they listen to every single fucking word he said. The second he said it wasn't real, every single one of those motherfuckers decided that they were not going to wear a mask then because their fucking God said no, it's not real.
Yeah.
If he would have taken a different approach and said wear a mask, how different would it be?
Well, Biden's citing 17 things today. We're getting back into the climate change agreement, which is smart because regardless of what dumbass Trump thinks, climate change is real, guys. It's a thing. It's percolating. Climate change is real. All right? Oh, crazy in the building! Whoop, whoop! That's the sound of the police!
By a domestic terrorist mob trying to stop democracy in its tracks. The United States, and in fact the world, was treated to a beautiful demonstration of the steadfastness of that democracy. An inaugural full of incredible moments. We saw the exquisite eloquence of the youngest inaugural poet of all time, Amanda Gorman. We saw musical and heard musical performances by Lady Gaga and Jennifer Lopez.
Well, no, I realize that. See how? Ooh.
And
No.
Look, watch. This comes off.
And it's a cup.
And you can put a lid on.
See how? Well, I realize that the leader of the country of what is supposed to be the greatest country in the world, we have to have a higher standard. And so when the president comes out and says that something that's killed now over 2 million people is fake, it puts us all at danger. It puts us all at risk. Trump has killed one of your grandmas, one of your uncles. That's just what it is. Because imagine in March had he said, "Okay, guys, this is kind of fucking serious. This shit is killing people. We need to fucking do something about this. Let's get it figured out. Please wear a mask. Do everything you can." I would have probably gained a little respect for him. But instead, he went with, "It's so fucking fake. It's all the liberal media and the fake fucking Dems. They're so dumb with their smart asses." Yeah, I'm down for some trivia. If the COVID vaccine will make me messed up, then so be it, man. I'm taking that shit first chance I get. Yeah, exactly. I've done two 8-balls in one night. All right. That's 7 grams of coke, just by my lonely.
Abraham Lincoln, of course, referring to the last time the country was as divided as it is now, saying that when he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, he said, "My whole soul is in it," and Joe Biden said, "My whole soul."
Girl, you ain't never lied, CL. You ain't never lied. All right, Outback. I need the Outback in my life.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Yeah, talking about the stream.
Call for action, and that action is to reach across the aisle, to reach out to your neighbor, to be a part of the unity that he's calling for. And this is
Cam. Nah, bro. I think it's important to have these discussions. Friends can have these discussions. Look, one person can't change everything, but one person, the leader of the United States of America, acknowledging climate change is real, is a big deal. Because
I want to know if they don't think COVID's real, do they think the Earth is flat?
I don't know.
Because this is a deeply divided partisan time, but it's also
Nah, Cam, we're homies. We're allowed to have conversations.
Ernie's very aggressive, but unless he gets serious with you, he's not
It's a simple matter of the leader of the, air quotes, free world, acknowledging that, it's real. Because climate change is real. Lacey, you agree with me on this, I assume.
Oh, gee, I don't know, Ernie. It's totally normal for it to be fucking 90 degrees in some of these places in the middle of winter.
Yeah, climate change is
fucking emaciated polar bears and or should we talk about the fucking fires ravaging Australia last year?
Yeah, climate change is super real. And so while one person can't change it, it's a start. One person can't change anything. But one person can lead to 2 people, which can lead to 4, which can lead to 6, which can lead to 8.
If that's the logic, what are we supposed to do? Just all give up and have a fucking free
Yeah, are we just
not supposed to
that's actually a good point. Cam, are we just supposed to give up? Fuck it. Let it all burn to the ground.
I think if there's one line in the
Yo, Trey, pew, 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 pew.
It all up. He quotes Abraham Lincoln after signing the Emancipation Proclamation.
Oh yeah, debt. Because this is the first time we've ever had debt. The debt's always gonna be the debt.
Are we gonna talk about the debt that Trump put us in?
Anderson, we're just watching former President Obama speaking with his vice Hillary Clinton, former Secretary of State in the Obama administration.
No, I hope all of you people that care about taxes too, remember that when our taxes go up this year, this is from Trump's 2017 tax
plan. Yeah.
So just keep
that. It has nothing to do with Biden. It's from Trump's 2017 tax plan.
Actually look it up and try to read it.
Yeah, guys, there's this thing called being smart, right? You just wake up and you're like, all right, do I want to wake up today and be dumb, or do I want to be smart? You just pay attention to what the fuck is going on in the world. And this is coming from the dumbest motherfucker ever. I don't claim to be smart. unless it comes to sports. Then I'm way smarter than all of you. But like Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, clearly another one. Like this whole global warming shit isn't real. Like I don't know where the fuck they getting that shit from.
Fundamental optimism that he has, where he says, "Look, this was a frank speech about the problems facing us."
No, Cam. Obviously, people can't change the climate. Oh Jesus Christ, Cam, you can't be this fucking stupid. Bro, oh my god. No, what we oh my god.
Well, technically people can by being incredibly more cognizant about what we're doing.
I know, but his point is like one person can't change climate. Like, oh my god, Cam.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's more than one person that believes in climate change, so we're already doing better there.
Cam, you realize that I have to pee. I was gonna wait, but I have to pee. Because I fucking can't. I fucking can't.
Are you ready? This is the moment of truth.
I just can't. Like, I'm way too sober for this shit. You know it's a lit day when Ernie wakes up at 9:45. Man, I found this shit.
Have you heard your blender?
Yeah. I had 92 people put their hands on the Bible. 44. So that showed me picking her, helping make history move stuff along. And he talked about that all those young people were protesting and all those young people out there who were registering voters. He said there was a cry for racial justice 400 years in the making, honoring them. So you have a president that can bring in all these young people, can lift up these people of color who are suffering, and still reach out to everybody else. And I thought it was this extraordinary, beautiful moment for this country, and it was needed today.
This speech was pure Joe Biden, and the people who wrote it with him have worked for him for decades and know him pretty well. And there was one line that really struck me because it could have been a line that you received from your father, your mother. He said, "Here's the thing about life. There's no accounting what fate will deal you."
You know what I've realized, Ernie?
From that, we understand.
What?
The people that like resist a lot of this stuff, like, have they just given up? Like, have they just accepted things the way that they are?
I think
Because, like, if that's the case, sorry about you, but we're about to leave you in the dust because not everybody wants to settle.
Yeah, I'm not with the settling thing. I'm not with that. I'm not rocking with that. Because I'm not with it. I'm down for some dice game. What you got?
And then there was a moment at the beginning of the inaugural speech that was also pure Biden, where he made
The debt is not the biggest thing. The debt is way. So you're gonna put the debt over COVID, education, climate change? Like, bro, we've always had debt.
Someone please look up what the debt was before Trump was in office. How didn't Bill Clinton clear our fucking debt?
And I think
He almost got it cleared. Yeah.
Like
a moment of hope and a moment of history.
Yeah. Now we owe China like 3.4 billion.
Wonder why? Probably because Trump has so much fucking dealings in China.
He has so much China. He has it came from China. It's the China virus, but I still fuck with China. Shouts for the stream. Have a baby be 100 there. Biggest day in history in my life. Before this, it was definitely Obama becoming president, but after these last 4 years, like, I needed today so fucking bad.
But his colleagues sitting behind him, and I noticed that he addressed them and said, "All my colleagues, we all understand
my
the world
brain
is watching
this shit."
He also said we must end this uncivil war.
Yes. And I think there was a real, not everybody is going to receive the speech the way he intended. I think there's a real hunger in this country for community.
All right, 1 to 2, you lose 15. 3, I have to change my picture. 4, you have to change your picture. And then I assume 5 or 6, nothing happens. John, I assume 5 or 6, nothing happens.
To each other, to our children. This was just such a breath of fresh air. that desperately needed after this horrific experience we've just been through.
I was born and former president.
Yo, I feel like that's a lot of danger in there for me. Yeah, I'm passing on that shit. Fuck that. Ooh, I might have some Zenith coming in today. I feel like I'm definitely opening a box tonight, man. I feel like I'm definitely opening a box tonight.
I will put this away.
Departure for the Vice President Mike Pence and Karen, his wife, and the new Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, and her husband, Doug Emhoff. They're going to escort the now former Vice
Harris Biden are officially the president and vice president. I'm so glad I'm alive to see this day.
Stop the shouting, lower the temperature. Unity is the path forward.
Can he sustain it? Well,
because look, I'm tired of women not mattering. I'm tired of fucking gay people not mattering, transgender people not mattering, black people not mattering, Mexicans not mattering. Like, I'm tired of it, right? And like Trump, they didn't fully matter before Trump, and they probably won't fully matter after Trump. But he really didn't do anything to move it along to make them matter a little more.
You know what I'm going to try to stop doing in this new year and this new age? Arguing with Trump supporters because he's irrelevant.
Yeah, that's where I'm at now.
So y'all can go ahead and just talk to yourself and keep acting like he's the next fucking messiah.
All right, got you, Cam. Scrolling.
All right, so this call is in 15 minutes.
All right.
Okay?
Yo, what's up, B? Nah, yo, Cam, you straight, bro. Look, smart people realize you can disagree on things, even some horrible things, and still be friends.
And then it just...
Boop. And you can still be friends. Like, just because you believe one thing and I believe another doesn't mean that, like, we can't be cool. It's just we still have to be civil about it because I'm a smart person and that's how smart people think. Like, not everyone has to agree on everything in life. That's how life works.
1 week ago, Donald Trump was impeached for a second time. 2 weeks ago, it was under attack.
All right, Cam. Have a good night, bro. Day, yeah. I'm not used to being awake at 9:45. Now it's almost 1.
We will get to all of that. Today is so important in this changing of the guard, and for Democrats watching who may not have a great view of Mike Pence, in the end, he decided it was important.
Right. All right. Well, John, let me know what you want, and I got you. John, let me know what you want, and I got you. We got Threads. I think only one hit has been pulled. We got Contenders. Auto hasn't been pulled. We still got the Ovation, the Select, the Hoops, and the NBA Contenders as well.
And sharing a laugh with Mike Pence again after the past 4 years of partisan divide.
Hey, B, I'm not as stupid as I look on TV. I promise you that.
Just a little more than a week ago, Mike Pence was still trying to support the president's case.
Threads is 12 a pack. Threads is 12 a pack.
In recent days, he has decided to do the right thing. And here you see just the passing of the torch.
All right, Crazy. If you're awake, we'll do it after.
Getting onto a helicopter to leave town, but he decided
after the challenge. If you're awake.
Tradition. Mike Pence came. You see the wave there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna need that money, bitch. Give me that money.
We're in the middle of these colliding crises. The pandemic.
This is Trump hair. It has so much hair. There's fucking 19 pieces. There's so much hair. Oh, you're killing me. All right, as long as you got me on the tab, on some of the tab on Friday, we're good.
First woman of color, vice president of the United States. A very important part. We're in a amazing picture for this powerful day.
It was part of the theme that the president of the United States, President Biden, set, which is basically when he said, "We will get through this together." And then he repeated a line he has often said, and then we see the vice president and her husband, Doug Emhoff, walking back up these stairs. But he said, "I will fight as hard for those who didn't support me as those who did. Very important effort to try to reestablish some sort of.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be difficult. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. And what could have been a more beautiful demonstration of the idea of hope and a new era of turning a page.
All right, what am I waiting on? If you want, I'll send you your tab if that's what we're waiting on. With the doors open, baby. We got a new fucking president. Yeah. Contenders is 13 or 2 for 25. Contenders is 13 or 2 for 29. Threads is 12.
22 or 23, we're not quite sure. And just
Yeah, CL. The debt will never. We owe billions upon billions. We owe trillions, like trillions. I'm a trillionaire, a young money trillionaire, like trillions. So yeah, it will definitely not. All right, so you want 1 pack of Contenders at 13 or 2 at 25?
And it was timely because, according to the New York Times, she was about halfway through it when January 6th happened at the Capitol. And
crazy. What was the proposal from yesterday? You'll have to remind me. Today was all right, John. Bump that up to 13. Today's kind of took it over my brain.
So much of the poem was directly relevant to what we all experienced 2 weeks ago, and for a 22-year-old to capture that and capture all of the history and the meaning of what our democracy should mean, I think was really.
Oh, I'm still mulling it over, crazy. I'm still mulling it over.
Has ties to California, like the now Vice President of the United States and my alma mater, Harvard University. But she's clearly a brilliant wordsmith, able to really capture not just.
Oh, another one. He don't think that far. He don't think that far. All right, John, pick a pack. Pick a pack of pickles, pick a pack of pears, pick a pack of plums. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 through 4.
She had the oratory, and there's
Chris Coons.
Boss, pretty much.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch this as we talk about Amanda Gorman. But she really just absolutely had everybody.
All right, 3.
Because of how fantastic she was, as I was saying, not just in how she wrote the poem.
Now remember the Herbert rule. Remember the Herbert rule. It's an autograph. I get it. Buy back the pack and you get a free raffle. I gotta refill the raffle tonight as well.
Beautiful and so appropriate.
And really just summed up what I think was so distressing in an existential way about what we saw 2 weeks ago. Obviously, witnessing any sort of violence is hideous.
David Montgomery for the Bears. The Bears.
2 weeks ago, in the same
Drew Brees
that we are looking at right now, is Senator Cory Booker, Democrat of New Jersey. In the same building,
Julio Jones
was an attempt to undermine democracy, an attempt to steal
Keenan Allen.
democracy.
Yeah, John, it's not looking like an auto. I didn't see a flip down card, so probably no auto.
We're trying to stop
Darius Leonard,
counting and certification of votes so that
James Conner.
Trump would stay as president even though he had lost the election. And her summary of that.
Yo, Trey, you know I got you tonight, bro.
That
Amari Cooper and KJ Hamler.
The continued strength of that democracy was just beautiful.
Today is also about as
Trey, you know I'm not gonna leave you hanging, bro. Just remind me tonight if you're around after the challenge, because I'm doing 2 other streams tonight. I'm doing the challenge and a late night stream. So just be like, yo, Ernie, you owe me like 1,900 raffle pools. I'm like, I got you, bro.
But I think today, as we sit here and we watch this incredible.
You know I'm not gonna leave my homie hanging, Trey. I got you.
Such a reminder that we came so close.
Yeah, at this hour, democracy has prevailed. That's what's so interesting about that sentence. It jumped out at me too, Abby.
Hey, you picked the pack.
Maybe next time.
You hate you. You picked the pack.
As you pointed a Republican House of Representatives led by Kevin McCarthy, would we be sitting here today discussing a transfer of power, though it was not.
Yeah, I know, asshole. Spot 4 is yours.
Have brought up today.
Sorry about that. I just want to point out one other thing that Amanda Gorman told NPR. She said,
75% on Zenith, 25% on Gold Standard. I have to sell off a spot.
That speaks for itself.
I sent Raz an offer, but he did not accept. The Godfather did not accept. So
who have stood for democracy, including Majority Leader Schumer and Minority Leader McConnell, is how to deal with a political party.
no, you're good. I know you got a spot 4, John. I know you got a spot 4. That's the struggle of the dice game.
Democracy have been acting to undermine it. That's going to be a real challenge going forward. Wolf?
Yeah, it's going to be a huge challenge.
Best case scenario is getting this racist prick out of office. That's the best case scenario. And he's out, so I really should. I really should. Especially today. If my Zenith gets here today, woo, I might have to do it. I might have to do it.
It's exactly what Joe Biden has been talking about since the very moment he got into this race. But no one could have imagined the moment this would be today. But I am told that since Election Day on November 3rd, since he became absolute victor on November 7th, the speech.
I'm going to save the second box of Zenith for the end of the month stream. And the biggest super chatter of the month gets their best card.
Truth really emerged in the last several weeks as all of the events transpired, with President Trump questioning the results of the election, and certainly.
Yeah, bro. You need to stop asking Isaac for numbers. I feel like I need to be cheating this shit. All right, but Trey, I got you, man. You know I got you, bro. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. You know that. At least I hope you know that.
Without saying his name, without giving him any voice.
You should answer the call. You should start the call with.
It's not my call. It's like an important call.
But he
should be like,
nigga, we get it. He believes is a cancer on this country and society, and that is a lack of agreed upon facts and truth. So that is where and how truth became such a central theme of all of this. And I am told, talking with a couple advisors during
today was such a great day. Mentally, I cried 5 times today. It's the most times I've cried in a day in quite a while.
He was urged.
But I met my cry goal.
Have his address inside the
guys, P.S. Real man cry. You're not a real man if you don't cry. I'm telling you that right now. You're not a real man if you don't cry.
Talk about history. So President Biden prevailed on that, and the sun started shining during his ceremony, Wolf. Now he's still in the Capitol here, and the hard work begins.
The hard work begins. In fact, some of that hard work is going to begin later today. This day is only just beginning. They're going to be heading over to.
Damn, another one in here roasting motherfuckers.
Over at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and the new president.
I did, crazy. I did.
Bush 43 and Clinton. There will also be this huge.
Crazy. We all know I'm not afraid to cry, man. I'm not afraid to cry. Like, I let my emotions flow as need be. And sometimes it's works for me, and sometimes it doesn't. But
getting rid of several decisions, several policy decisions.
Plus, I feel like, I mean, while this is obviously bigger than the death of Kobe, like.
Performance.
Just a big moment knowing it's almost a year later.
Concert.
Yeah.
And I will, of course, have live
like
throughout the night. So our coverage is going to continue for hours and hours.
I'm not even a Lakers fan, but that Kobe shit hit me hard for some reason. Like, I don't know if it was because G was on there too. I can't explain why the Kobe thing hit me so hard coming from a non-Lakers fan. Maybe it's just a good human in me. Maybe I just don't like to see people die. I don't know. Well, unless it was Trump, but I didn't say that. Oh God, please die. But we all know I'm not afraid to cry on stream.
On a later note, there were 2 officials. One said
Plus, I feel like
looks relieved.
it's a natural stress relief. You know what I mean? Like it's a natural stress relief.
I heard this throughout the day from a lot of Republicans who were texting.
It's like I got to cry out like 4 years of just absolute fucking horribleness and hate and just total fucking disdain for anyone who wasn't a straight white man.
The Biden campaign, the Biden transition.
It's America's for the most part, always been gross. And like I said, Trump certainly didn't create racism, but he brought them motherfuckers back out. So hopefully we can get.
He made these calls for unity. The president.
Oh really?
Made it clear
It is, because otherwise they would have heard all that.
In fact,
Oh, sorry.
President Biden and Vice President Harris have now tweeted from the official POTUS and VP accounts.
I was 412. It was. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here before I say some shit that Lacey's work. It gets Lacey in trouble with at work. I'll probably be live again once we get our box, so I can do an opening, and then we'll be live for the challenge, and then we'll be live for a late night stream as well. So I hope everyone appreciates today, because I never knew it could be as bad as it was the last 4 years. Mostly because I'm a smart person and I didn't think we'd elect a fucking racist piece of shit to be president and suppress everyone that isn't a straight white man or a billionaire. But we did. And so today was, and to see Bush and the Clintons and everyone that, like, it was just heartwarming. It was really it was a great day for me. I can die a happy man now. I'm just playing, man. Don't kill me. All right, guys, stay safe out there. We'll see everyone. We'll see everyone in a little bit. That catch from up, Puff Gang. Pew, 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 pew. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. You're fired. You're so fucking fired. You can't even rape people anymore.
Ernie.
You're watching